What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to Dreams Horrorville. If this is your first time here, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you've been here before, thanks for coming back, and make sure you like this video. Yesterday, I went and checked out the movie Midsommar, and today I just want to give you guys my review on it. The director is Ari Aster, and if you aren't familiar with him, you can take a look at some of his work on YouTube called There's Something Strange About the Johnsons. That movie is very disturbing, so prepare yourself before you go over there and watch it. And if you have seen it, you kind of see what lane he goes down. He normally does things that are a little uneasy, makes you a little uncomfortable, makes you think about it, but it is also relatable because these are things that can actually happen. He also filmed the movie Hereditary, and as some of you may know, that is one of the scariest movies I have ever seen. I've only seen it once. Once was all I need, but I do need to see it again because it was so much going on in that movie. So fast forward to Midsommar, the movie that we are here to talk about. I really liked it overall. I would give it 4.5, if not 5 out of 5 stars. It stars a girl named Danny who's in a relationship with a guy named Christian. In the beginning of the movie, her family is basically murdered by her bipolar sister, and that puts her in a vulnerable predicament with her boyfriend, Christian. And unfortunately, he's ready to move on from the relationship, but he feels as if he's obligated to, stay with her through such a time. And I think that was somewhat admirable, but at the same time, it was kind of hindering her because one thing that this movie touches on is that you can't help everybody, and that's okay. You get what I'm saying? Like, he even said himself that this was a breakup movie, and I'll get into that later. So anyways, her family passes away, so she's sort of kind of clingy to her boyfriend and his friends. They decide to go to a midsummer, which happens every 90 years, and while there, it's sort of like a cult-like family. That was really different, and I think what makes it so different too is because it happens during the daytime. Well, not necessarily it happens during the daytime, it's just that every 90 years the sun stays out a little longer, so it seems like it's daytime all day and all night. And that's different for a horror movie because horror movies normally take place, of course, at nighttime. So during their time at during their time at Midsommar, they try not to be offensive, and they drink the tea and they eat the things that they are given, but it has like edible kind of feel, psychedelic kind of feel. They're not in their right state of mind. And while this is going on, things are happening around them, and they're not able to actually understand what's happening and know, like, this isn't right. We need to get up out of here. Instead, they're trying to, be understanding, and they stick it out. So while they're there, a lot of things start to happen, sacrifices. And one thing about Ari Aster I noticed is that he's obsessed with heads, whether the head is getting chopped off, knocked off, smashed. In most of his movies, well, the last two, Hereditary and this one, head trauma is a really big deal, so prepare yourself for that if you decide to go and see this movie. Overall, I really this is a spoiler, so just in case if you don't want to know what happens at the end, I suggest that you go see this movie. This is a movie that you can go see in theaters, and you won't have a problem with watching again if you're not too sensitive. Okay, I just wanted to make sure I got that out there because I'm about to spoil the ending. I personally liked the way that the movie ended. It was very eerie, but I kind of liked it. She basically, becomes a part of the family, which is the Midsommars cult pretty much. And all of her friends are pretty much sacrificed for the cult to cleanse them, to cleanse the family. That was the thing that they had going on. And in the midst of everybody being sacrificed, it was her friends and her, I guess, ex-boyfriend. And I feel like, a lot of times that's how we feel about relationships. When it's finally over, it's just kind of like it blows up. So I suggest that you guys go and see this movie. I really like this movie a lot. Definitely 4.5, 5 out of 5 stars. And before you see this movie, check out his previous work. There's Something Strange About the Johnsons that is on YouTube. And then also check out the movie Hereditary. Check this movie out. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe. And I have so much more content that will be coming your way. Thanks.